welcome once again to Casual Gamer Oz as we continue on our F1 2016 Season 1 Career Championship. Ben Waterworth is my name, Ben Waterworth is the driver's name, and we are now into round 3 of our first season championship. Just a bit of a recap on what happened in the last race. Got a very surprising qualifying 7th position in Bahrain. Surprised everyone. People in the media were already touting me the next big thing, I should say, in Formula 1. The race itself, well, I got a pretty decent start. Managed to get up to the pointy end there from my 7th position on the grid until I got taken out from behind. Wasn't sure who it was. Found out it was Kimi Räikkönen. That put me back a little bit throughout the field. And as I fought my way through the remainder of the field, I managed to damage my front wing. That fucked up my performance even more. And just as I thought I was starting to get used to the car with the damaged front wing, I ran wide into a corner, only to find out that Lewis Hamilton had parked his Mercedes in the wrong spot, causing me to smack in the back of him, lose my left front, and I was out of the race, my first DNF in my career. So let's move on now to Shanghai in China. We're going to go straight into obviously practice 1, and you know we are going to skip practice 1 and move into qualifying. Now, I ripped shit into Bahrain in our last video, saying it was a pretty shit Herman Tilkedrome track. I actually quite like the Shanghai circuit. Obviously came out in the same season as Bahrain did in 2004. Just a quick little glance there, Nazar in 17th. Okay, we've got a bit more pace this race. So it came at the same time, and I think it's a much better circuit. It's a lot more memorable. You've obviously got the very long back straight, which leads into the very tight hairpin just before you go into the final straight. You've got the opening sort of S-bend curves, which are very similar to what you have in Sepang. And it's an enjoyable circuit. I think it's a fast circuit and it's a fun circuit, and the circuit that I generally always enjoy whenever I'm racing it in a game, and definitely one of the better Tilkedromes, I think, in Formula 1. Now, we've got now upgraded parts on the car. We, of course, in the last race, we improved our fuel efficiency. Can't upgrade anything just at the moment. Need to get a few more resource points, which I think we will here in qualifying. Looks like we've leaped ahead of Manor there, so that's kind of good news. But can I replicate my 7th position in Bahrain? What a shock that was. I wasn't even expecting that. Are we raining? No, it's not. It's a dry race. It often rains in China, so I'm glad. Let's see. It'll probably be a dry race. This is qualifying, of course, Ben. So let's go straight out to the track and let's take you through a lap of Shanghai whilst qualifying. Here we go. And, of course, I mentioned this sort of opening sequence of corners here. Very reminiscent of Malaysia, although you can stay on the throttle a little bit more here in China. Having said that, of course, you see me there completely fuck up, and already the ghost car is ahead of me, so the pace probably a little bit more reflective of what it should be, and maybe Bahrain just a circuit that the Sauber liked. Now, we're just going to catch up a little bit, although according to the dash, I think, I'm just going to take my eyes away from the screen for a second, P7 still. So, still fairly pointed up. I love this corner. This is very similar to the same one in Malaysia. You can tell I know my corner numbers, but it sort of sweeps. It just comes around at you. You can take it full throttle if you're game enough, and I was there. And just this constant sweeping section of this circuit is great. It just flows so well. And then we're obviously heading into this part of the track just through, and I've set the fastest second sector time there of anyone. And this long right-hander, which is easy to fuck up, but if you get a good run with it, which looks like I'm going to get right here, you get some good speed coming into it. We're going to go into the DRS zone in just a second. Now, flick open the wing, there it is. I'm still in P6 according to my dash here, so this could be another top 10 here from the qualifying story of 2016. Right on the arse of Rosberg. This could be even better than P7 at this rate. I'm not even going to look at my dash. I'm going to keep it a surprise. Come into this tricky little left-hander into the final straight. Just gets a bit of bad run. I'm going to put the DRS. I'm going to cross the line. And what have we gotten? Is that 5? Is that 5th? It is. P5. Wow, there you go. I'll take it. Once again, surprising even myself. P5 for Ben Waterworth. That is a nice ring to it. Let's get straight into the race. I'm excited. Classic Australian Big Kev famously said that. Rest in peace, Big Kev, if you are listening, which you're not because you're dead. That was awkward. Alright, so obviously the last race we started 7th, and Kimi decided that he didn't want me finishing in the points. So I ended up crashing out of the race. So let's see if we can get our first points. I'm not going to jinx myself. I'm not going to say where I want to finish. Obviously in the points. But surely I'm winning that battle. Yes, I'm nearly beaten Felipe. That's stock standard. I should be promoted to first driver at this rate if I keep this up. Just got to actually finish a damn race. But let's see. Just a quick look at the resource points. Maybe we'll upgrade. We've got 185. That's not much. Gee, they're stinging me on the points there. Alright, well, fuck you. We won't do anything. Alright, let's go into this. Third Grand Prix of the career. Shanghai. Can he get the points for Sauber? Starting in 5th position. If this was real world, Formula 1, you know, Pascal Wehrlein was shoving a Sauber up in 5th place every Grand Prix. This would be a big story, but thank God it's not raining. Let's take a look at this grid. Heading into it, we know I'm 5th, got to show myself off a little bit. Should be a Mercedes lockout, is it? It is, once again. Ferrari in the second row, fantastic. I can take Kimi out this way if things turn out the way. There I am in 5th, the ugly fucker, Daniel Ricciardo. It's an all-Australian third row there. There we go. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Alonso qualifying well. Perez still stuck in that 11th, 12th spot. Grosjean kicking Gutierrez's ass. The Toro Rosso seemingly just like to stick together all the time there. As the runners are back, and is my teammate last? No, he's in 21st. Well, there you go. Poor old Felipe. Now let's do this. Let's do this. I want to sniff a point here, folks. I'm going to try my darndest. Again, no flashbacks allowed. If I get taken out in the first corner, we're done. An Irish flag in the crowd there. What's that doing? There's no Irish drivers. And we're off. Okay. Good start. I'm going to be straight ahead of Vettel. I'm going to chop in front of him there without trying to get taken out. I'm going to go into this first corner. I'm not going to get anywhere close to the top three. Well, there's a yellow flag. Someone's gone off behind me. Don't know who it is. I'm not going to look up. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got a good run here. Oh, can I hold on to it? I'm going to take myself wide to get a good run into this next section. I think I'm ahead of Rosberg. I am. I'm into third. We've got a podium here, folks. Just a little bit ahead of myself. I think the speed will fall away here, but very handy start. I'm going to shove it up the inside of Kimi. You're not going to hit me this time from behind, are you, Kimi? No, but Rosberg's going to take your place. There you go. Well, I'll take second position. Let's see if I can hold on to it. So far, the first race I've raced without any incident so far at this point. I've just jinxed myself, haven't I? I'm going to get rear-ended at any moment. But somehow, some way, I am catching Lewis. That can't be right. Oh, there we go. There's my mistake. Get a bit of curb. Hold on to it. I'm pulling away nicely, though, from Rosberg. This could be the upset of the season. Even I don't think I can win a race in my third Grand Prix. Let's take this section right now. Yeah, Lewis streaking away here. Surely going to have Rosberg bumming me in any moment now. I do love this straight. It's kind of... it's... got a racing going on here. It's one of these sections where always I know Chilka loves his long straights followed by a tight hairpin. But this is one of those ones that like you really feel like it's a nice tight hairpin that you can do some damage when it comes to overtaking or potentially just you know, just gaining some time with somebody in front of you. And this last corner there, that is definitely a do or die corner. You fuck that up, you're in the gravel and you lose a shitload of time. You nail it, you're in a good spot. So this is why I like Shanghai, because I feel that it is a circuit that really does punish you if you fuck up in certain sections, and does reward you if you take it very well. Again, similar to Sepang, I think Sepang's a very underrated circuit, and I definitely think that he's done a good job with this one, Herman. If you're listening or watching, Herman, you're probably not. You're probably off designing some rubbish tracks, but this one is one of your least rubbish tracks. Sets the fastest first sector there. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits. We'll take that. And Lewis just kind of hovering there in the distance. It kind of looks like I'm just a bit of stalemate here. I decided to go a bit sneaky there on the inside. It looks like I'm catching him, but it obviously doesn't look like I'm being caught by Rosberg. What do you say we shove this up to a bit of the rich mode on the fuel? I think we should too. Yes, good idea, folks. Thanks for the idea. Very unusual at this point that I haven't overcooked it. I shouldn't say that, Ben. You're just going to jinx yourself, you bloody knob. All right. Going to take ourselves here. One thing actually that I wish I had done in the last race, which I feel I'm going to do at any point, should I crash out of any Grand Prix moving forward here, is again to relive our classic radio commentaries that I mentioned that I hope Codemasters can somehow find a way to put in the game. So next time that I find myself in a wall or out of the race, I'm going to try and remember to use the following statement. Crash! Out! Oh no! Someone hit me! Hit me again! What the fuck are we doing? It's not ping pong! Yeah. Hello to all our Sebastian Vettel lovers out there. We're all very intelligent people. Anyway, so we're now into lap 3. And Jeff's telling me DRS has been enabled. Thank you. Our dear friend Chris, our R&D fellow, spoke to me at the beginning of this race, but again, I didn't choose that. Oh God, what am I doing? That is terrible, Ben. Pay attention. Whoa, shit. Did I just clip someone? I think I did. Oh, this isn't good. Whoa, fuck, hello. Shit, pay attention to the road. Okay, now this is what happens. I think somehow I've taken Rosberg out of that race because he's not there anymore, and there was a yellow flag in that section. Now, I was not paying attention. I was too busy trying to be funny, and that is what happens because A, I'm never funny, and B, you fuck up, and I probably cost myself a podium positioning because these Ferraris are gonna waltz away, and as I said before, I jinxed myself and I get way too much of a slide coming into that corner, lose the front end of the car, and then these Ferraris are gonna waltz away into the distance. Shit. Alright, stop showboating. Pay attention to this, Ben. That's why I'm probably not going to be a real Formula 1 driver in real life. Then I'm kind of old and fat, but, and I've never really raced competitively in my life. But hey, Marcus Ericsson can get a seat in Formula 1. I think most people can if they've got money. Alright, let's go up here. I'm really pissed off about that. Fuck, Bottas is going to get me. Right, I'm going to plant myself in the middle of the fucking track. Now, if I had flashbacks, I'd deliberately try and take him out. I love doing that, because I'm a cheating bastard. But we'll let him get there. We'll get him under braking. I'm not worried about those two at the moment. Whoa, shit! Maybe I should be, little cheating bastard. The fuck was that, Valtteri? Jesus Christ, maybe you are suited to taking that Nico Rosberg seat if you're going to run into your fucking teammates. Jesus Christ. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks, Jeff. Just thought I'd hold it up there for you to hear Jeff speak. You like Jeff? Oh, this is where I binned it before. But this is where you gain a lot of time. I always find, though, it's kind of going back to this is a real equaliser, this circuit. And that's why, if I had paid attention before, interesting what happened to Rosberg, actually. That was an interesting little sequence there, what happened with Nico. Obviously, he's either dropped well back, or he's out of the Grand Prix. He's not out of the Grand Prix, he's still 22 run, but usually tells you something's retired. Anyway, I'm not going to catch these Ferraris. These Ferraris are way too fast for me now. And what am I doing there? Why do I keep going on the grass? Pay attention, you got the racing line here, you're a noob. You should be holding on to this thing more so than anyone else. Everybody's screaming at this video right now. Now I've just pushed it to the point where there's going to be a Williams creeping up my inside here. You're not getting anywhere near me, you prick. Yeah, fuck off. There you go, Valtteri. Go back to your Olympic girlfriend. If you don't want her, I'll have her. And your Turbo cat. Here's a cat called Turbo. Which, you know, I think Valtteri should bring that to Grand Prix, kind of like Lewis does with Roscoe. That'd be fun. I had dog foot tracks before. I want to see cats at the track. And we did in Azerbaijan, didn't we? Alright, Valtteri's going to try this again. Nah, fuck you. Oh, shit, that was dumb. Oh, God, no. Okay. Shit. Oh, I've taken Valtteri out of the race. Oh, there you go. Oh, shut up, Jeff. Oh, Ben. What are you doing? You're binning this around 3 races in a row. I hope you're enjoying watching this. Oh, you'd be loving it if I called this like the Professional Gamer Oz Network. We are so good at what we do. This is why we call the Casual Gamer. My front tyres are fucked. They're both worn to buggery. I've got a damaged front wing. And for some reason, I'm now in 15th position, and yet I'm still ahead of my team's expectations of me. Again, I qualified in fucking 5th, and they're like, oh, mate, as long as you qualify in top, finish in the top 16, we'll be fucking happy. Sauber really are a team that have very low expectations of you. Clearly, they know me very well, because, again, I've 2 Grand Prix, I've put this car in a position it shouldn't be on the grid, and both times I've fucked it up. Admittedly, more so this race. Kimi was to blame in the last one. Anyway, we're in the last lap. It's gone by quickly, so we'll see how we go at this point. If we just take around this corner here, we'll take around this corner here, and we'll just slurp it. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Ben? Damn it! There's a car coming on the inside of me. No, Pascal, don't do that to me. No. All right. Going to hold the line there because you always can just outbrake. And there's one thing that in reading stuff about F1 2017 that they defend a little bit better, because I think a lot of people who do play this game will realise that it's kind of usually a case of just you just brake lost like a millisecond later and you're always going to get them because they won't defend it that well. Alright, okay, we've got to hold on to 15th. Now, I'm not going to be a dick here and push him off the track like I did. Whoa, Jesus, I just got bummed by a Renault. Fucking hell. Fucking French. Alright, let's move it around the inside of it. Jesus. That's what I love about that back straight. It's just, it levels it open. He's in the marbles on the track there. Oh no, he's binned it around. Shit. Shit. No, I'm not going to get my 16th position. Fuck it, let's go guns blazing into this last corner. Oh, god damn it, I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm not going to hold on to it. Oh, he does. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Jeff really is a dickhead. I started 5th and I finished 16th, and you're happy with that? Oh, my lord. Who knew finishing 16th could feel so satisfying? Yeah. I'm going to try and actually finish one of these results, folks, that I can actually do well. Fuck the podium, I should have been on it. Let's just, I'm gonna fast forward here enough so we can see what happened with that turn incident with Nico. Because, I'm actually very intrigued. That was a nice little move there around that was Raikkonen, wasn't it? Bit of revenge. This is the good part of the race here, folks. Look at me go. Doing so well against these guys, and battles going on in the background here, and it was about here, was it not? Where I was fart-assing around. No, not quite. I think I had another lap in a second. Just take me to this point. Any good gaming channel, of course, would edit this out so you don't need to see it, but I think this makes it a little bit more fun, if you ask me. Let's go all the way here, all the way here. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Coming down the straight now. I'm just lazily not paying attention. There we go. Off onto the grass. Then what's happened here? Rosberg's come on the inside. I've gone on the inside onto the curb a little bit too much. Bang! There you go. Nico into the wall. Alright, that's what's happened to poor little Nico Rosberg. Sorry about that, Nico. My bad. See, how do I not get a penalty for that? You know, get that ridiculous penalty that I got back in fucking Australia for what that was. Alright, let's go all the way here to see just the Valtteri incident, because we took Valtteri out of the race in that one, didn't we? Was this it? I think it was the next lap. This was where I was being a little bit nice to him and not taking him out of the race. Oh, goodness me. I love how you can fast forward this and everybody can just, like, love me watching it. Alright, I'm just getting to this part here. Coming into the back straight, nearly. Oh, Jesus, getting very racy against him there. He's one angry Finn. You know, you might argue the most boring man in Formula 1. Alright, well, just, I've binned that there, haven't I? Let's see. You're probably wondering, I just said I was going to go crash, ow, ping pong, but I didn't actually go out of the race. So I've gone right across there, gone one side, one there. Now that's naughty by me. I've moved more than once off the line, and I've just driven straight, like, in all fairness, I assumed he wasn't there. Driven into him. Valtteri's going to go smack. There goes the wheel. Whoa! And I've just gone skyward there. Somehow I've managed to stay in the race. Wow. Okay, there we go. So Hamilton wins, Raikkonen second, Vettel third, Ricciardo fourth. One Australian did well. Verstappen, Perez, Alonso, Button, Hulkenberg, and Carlos Sainz down there. So did Rosberg end up finishing? He did, down in 21st. That's his first non-points for the year. So championship those standings, Hamilton will take the lead in the championship there by 2 points, and Vettel jumps up into second position. Goes Seb. There we go. I'll help out Seb winning this championship. Rosberg in third, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Raikkonen there in sixth, Perez seventh, Button eighth, Bottas in ninth, Alonso 10th. Constructors Championship, Mercedes still leading, Ferrari gain a little bit of ground there. They jump up into second over Red Bull. So close on the top three it seems. McLaren best of the rest. Force India hovering around there. Williams Haas doing well there, 4 points. Toronto only the one. And look at that, Sauber, 9th position. We'll take it. When you've got somebody like me promising the world and delivering an Atlas, you kind of need to accept that where you go. But 93 points off the lead, we'll take that as a challenge. Thank you for tuning in once again to Casual Gamer Oz, as once again I find a way to fuck up a good race and see what would have been a very good finish otherwise than that. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, everything else in between. It's been a lot of fun bringing this video, and we will be back. We're off to Russia, I believe, next. Sochi. Speaking of boring tracks, there's another one coming your way. So we'll speak to you then on Casual Gamer Oz. Thank you.